is Vlogmas day 18. I missed 2 days. Only because on the day that I gave birth, I was out of it in pain, and I had to share a room with someone else who gave birth. So out of their privacy and my own privacy, I decided not to record anything. Yesterday, when I wanted to record after my roommate went home, and I had the chance to because I had paperwork to fill out. Ooh, sorry, my back is hurting. So I'm gonna tell y'all about my labor and delivery. We didn't get the chance to record anything. I did ask my husband, but he was so in the zone of helping me get the baby out because, you know, this time around, no epidural. And that's another thing I gotta talk about. So let's see. My doctor's appointment for the non-stress test was at 2 o'clock. I did that. They saw that I was having contractions, but I wasn't feeling every contraction that I was having. I was only feeling some of the contractions. Let me try to lean my back so I could try to talk while I'm breastfeeding. All right, there we go. But yeah, I was only feeling some of the contractions. So I had told them that as soon as I was done with that test and they was done doing a sonogram, that I was going to triage myself into the emergency labor and delivery ward. So I did that, and because they had me hooked up to the monitors, they saw that I was having contractions as well, and that I wasn't exactly 6 centimeters dilated. I was like 5 and change. But because I was 41 weeks pregnant and the monitors showing that I was having contractions, they asked me if I wanted to be admitted. Told them yes, and they admitted me. Now, when I got to the room, my doctor had came by to see me, and he was telling me that since I'm having contractions and like nothing is really progressing, because I was at 5 centimeters for a while, he was suggesting me to go ahead and let them break my water so that I can go ahead and start dilating fast. Sorry, I'm thinking about mad stuff at once while I'm trying to talk. But at the time I told them, I'm trying to wait until my husband comes so that, you know, I could think more about it and see, you know, if it's best. Because I was hoping that my body would have dilated, or my cervix would have dilated on its own, so I wouldn't have to go through what I ended up going through. But yeah. So, and I was also thinking, I was like, damn, if they break my water now, my husband wasn't going to be able to get to see the baby be born, to be honest, because I think they broke my water. They definitely broke my water at 11. So it took me an hour and like almost 2 hours to start pushing the baby out. So if they would have broke my water while I was waiting for my husband would have missed the birth of our baby. But I'm trying to think. Because remember in the other video, they were talking about Pitocin and all that. So, let's see. My brain is knocking. My brain. Okay, so my husband got there. They ended up changing shifts for the doctors. So a new doctor came. He introduced himself. He mentioned about breaking my water as well. My husband was there at the moment. I told him, oh, I'm gonna think about it, because I was still having regular contractions. You know, I wanted to let my body do its thing on its own, because I was also scared of how long I would have to be dealing with the pain of labor, because that was my first time going pain med free for birth. And then I guess I was just getting impatient. I was tired of feeling the contractions I was getting and not dilating. So I was like, you know what? I would go ahead and break my water. Because from what I think I went to go get triage at like 4 o'clock. So for 4 to 11, I think I only dilated to 7 centimeters, I believe. I think. And I was like, yeah, nah, it's time. I was like, it's time to just go ahead and let them bring my own water. And I was thinking about what the doula had told me, but I was like, you know what? I'm tired of waiting. Let the baby come, please. Once when they broke my water, oh my goodness. I was like, nah, it's no way. It's no way our ancestors went through this. Like, how in the world was this even possible? Like, I kept trying to do deep breaths. I made sure anytime I had to like scream, I had my mouth open. I saw a video, don't close your mouth, because that's you fighting. That's you and your body fighting the contraction when you need to be feeding into it to help your body relax and get prepared for the baby. You know, the slightest thing is really making me feel pain. Jesus. So, what else happened after that? I basically had to wait until I felt the urge to poop, basically, to start pushing. Because when they came, oh, ow, I was like, oh, I feel like I gotta poop, because they told me you gotta feel that urge with and without contractions. However, my contractions kept coming, LN, and I'll probably get like 5 seconds without a contraction coming. So the first time that I felt the urge to push, in between contractions and with contractions, I was like, yeah, no, it's time. I was like, no, it's time to push. They checked me. I think I wasn't fully 10 centimeters. I think I was 9 centimeters and change, not even 10. So I think I pushed like a good, I would say 4 or 5 times. My husband said 3, but now that I remember, I think it was definitely 4 to 5 pushes that I did to get him out. And he was born. Everything was good. However, after I birthed the placenta and everything, they realized that I was bleeding too much. And whenever they tried to do the exam, it was too painful. Way too painful. Like, every time I try to relax my body to let them see what's going on, I couldn't stay still because it was hurting bad. So they had gave me a shot in my thigh to try to slow down the excessive bleeding. Still don't change. So then that's when it was like, oh, we're sorry, but we got to do a procedure. We got to do surgery to go ahead and see what's going on. Why you bleeding so much? Because it was too hard for me to stay still, to take the pain of getting examined. And then, what else? Because it definitely wasn't an exterior tear. I didn't tear, thank God. However, I had to go ahead and get epidural anyways. I was so pissed. I told my husband, I was like, look, I went through all this pain to still have to go on epidural. Like, For all that, I should have just got the epidural in the first place. But I'm actually glad that I didn't, because I finally got to feel what it's like to really give birth. Because anytime that I got the epidural, I didn't feel nothing. I had no pain whatsoever. With my son, I had pain after, because of course, first time giving birth, not expecting what I was feeling. Second time, I was expecting the worst, but ended up healing the best. The best, in the best way ever. But yeah. So right now I do have back pain. I know I'm slouching and everything, but that is like the best way I could really sit at the moment, because my body be hurting. I definitely got poked multiple times in my back, because I think they had a student working on me to put the epidural in. And bro, yo, I swear, like, I was about to tell them, like, forget this procedure, take me back to my room, because I definitely had to tell them, like, can we stop, can we take a break for a minute, because I'm getting annoyed. Y'all keep poking me in my back, like, y'all not doing what needs to be done. Y'all just sitting here poking me and hurting my back. Like, I remember when, I guess he was like the head anesthesiologist, and it took him one freaking time to do that thing. And I was like, bro, no, there's no way you really let him sit there, poke my back over and over and over, and then it took you one time to go ahead and put the thing in my back and you're done. What do you mean? Like, my lower back was so numb because of how many times they had to keep giving me the numbing injection to go ahead and put the epidural port in my spine. So I didn't even feel the last injection they had to give me. So now I'm dealing with bad back pain from that. And when they finally got the epidural port in me and was able to run the epidural through my body, they started the procedure. You know, they check in. I guess they flushing out everything, and they discovered that it was some pieces of the placenta still inside of my uterus. They took that out, and then after they did that, they discovered that I had a tear in my cervix. And I was like, that's probably because I wasn't 10 centimeters dilated. So yeah. So that's how that went. And now I'm here with baby boy. I'm gonna just say he's one of a kind. He is so calm. The only time he really cries is when we gotta change his diaper. He hates it. Like, I guess he likes the warmth on his butt from the diaper. But once we gotta start changing him, that's it. Especially when it comes to the poop diapers. I try my best to move as fast as I can, but he hates it. So yeah, we're here. Baby girl is in the bedroom taking a nap, and yeah, I'm really a mama 3 now. This is crazy. Body's hurting, getting the cramp. And I really think that my cramps are more stronger than how I imagine them to feel right now because of the procedure that they did. Because it seemed like they was like, I don't want to say scraping, but like really in there getting the stuff out, because I'm only getting pain on one side of my body, and it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. Like, the pain reminds me of the pain that I was getting for labor when it was almost time to give birth. So yeah. I'm about to go ahead, lay down with baby boy since baby girl is asleep and my back is still on fire. I would like to take a shower, but I'm home by myself with the two youngest because my husband stepped out with our oldest. So, excuse me. I'm about to just relax, watch some Grey's Anatomy, and enjoy the rest of my day. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day as well. And I thank y'all for watching. And stay tuned because I'm going to do my best to continue recording content for Vlogmas. Yeah, I gotta show y'all the transition of being a mom of 3 now. And also, for, you know, getting prepared for Christmas. So, yeah. Again, thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.